Welcome everybody to another episode of the Cemetery Files. I'm your host Jay Hill with my co-host Kelly Schaefer, and I
Hey,
did it again. I did it.
co-host.
Oh,
Oh,
did I
I'm
say
not.
co-host?
That's it.
No,
That's it. I'm degrading you. I'm putting you down to producer only,
no,
and that's
no,
it.
no, no.
Yeah,
She's the other host.
I'm a
Yeah,
host.
I'm tired. Excuse
I
me.
know you are. I am too.
Um. So I did that same thing tonight. I had my intro on the wrong. I had the wrong button, and I was like, I did it again. I'm like, I give up.
You need to practice more.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Mm.
That's why we go to the bathroom every day.
We do.
That's why you're full of shit.
Yeah. Well, when did that become a thing? Oh my gosh. Well, everybody, today we have a great show. We have
We
urban
do.
explorer Richelle Gerner on the
Yep.
show today, and yeah, well, looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, it's an early start of the week, and yeah, it's only going to get better.
Yeah, I hope so. It's full. My
Yeah.
last free day was just booked, so I'm now completely done for the day for the
Okay.
week. Yep,
All right.
nothing more can
Bye.
be filled.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Let's get to our guest, shall we?
Let's get to our guest.
Okay.
Absolutely, I've been dying for this show.
Yes.
Can't wait to talk to Richelle.
There's
she
Richelle.
is. We already got her giggling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to keep my composure here, and you guys are just making me laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. No.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
you don't. Oh, yeah.
Laughing is encouraged.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Good, I like
so
it.
how are you, Richelle?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Also, thank you for having me on the show. I am super excited to be here.
Yeah, it's our
Good,
pleasure.
thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. We love to have a variety of different people, and like urban explorers and paranormal investigators and mediums. I mean,
anything paranormal. Anything.
we're not biased.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
We just love talking about everything paranormal, and it's that's the way it goes.
Yeah,
and laughing and giggling.
Yeah, and laughing, giggling. Yeah, and sometimes we don't talk about paranormal. Sometimes we get off on a tangent, whatever that may be.
I like that. Yeah, that's my middle name.
Right.
Wait, are you a squirrel?
Absolutely, 100%.
Right. I think me and Kelly both have had our squirrel moments, quite a few in the last few months, and yeah.
God, I can see it. I'll be right at home here. So
you will be. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Monday we get the energy up for it, and it's like craziness.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
We start early though.
Yeah.
We started early this morning.
Yeah, she woke up. I was up at 6.
Are you up yet? Are you up yet? Yes, now I'm up.
Now you're
it's
up.
the reason my phone doesn't make noise.
Right. But she knows when I text her, so then she looks at her phone and she was like, "What the fuck?"
Damn it! It's early. I wasn't even out of bed yet.
Right, and then she said, "Give me 10," and I said, 10 minutes or 10 o'clock.
Which is the normal time that he can call me.
Yeah, normal
time.
So it was 9 o'clock this morning.
Right.
And then it was
and I had to wake my brain up to talk to Jay.
Well, as you should, because it can be dangerous otherwise.
Yes, exactly. Right. Yeah, the mouth runs on, and
Yes.
So what about you?
Yes.
What's happening with you?
Oh my gosh,
are you done yet? Are you done for the year yet?
Yeah, God, I wish. I mean, we're getting close, but now, of course, just like you guys, I'm sure next year is already booking. So
I know
it never ends. It's like in the paranormal world. It's like, do these spirits ever sleep? No, they don't. So neither do we.
Yeah. Do you do any winter investigations? Do you go all year long, or do you actually take a vacation?
No, all year. I don't stop. I find, actually, now I do have a YouTube channel. Nobody judge me. I know that YouTube and the paranormal.
Oh, no, the dreaded YouTube channel.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody that's going to listen to this, I just heard them click off.
No. No, we have one too, so I can't say,
Well, then you know that it's a very...
I do know with my 198 followers. Yeah. And it's been up for...
K2PN has one, and I just post. I think I have one video up there. That's it. I need to post the up there.
waiting for? I know you're sitting around till 10 o'clock in bed. Come on now.
Great evidence too. And if you check out our last show that we did when we were sitting around the headstones just talking,
Yeah,
we
that
got
was fun.
4 pictures of apparitions and all. Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
she should be putting that shit up.
Yeah, girl, we'll talk.
Yeah. Did you see the thermal pictures?
I did. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. Those were
I was standing there with the thermal. It was the first time using the thermal, so I had no idea how to operate it. Right. And I'm looking through the viewer and I'm like, guys,
what is that?
Guys.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was like one of those times that you live for.
Yes.
That big fish.
Yes. And you managed to capture it. Like all of that stuff usually happens when you're setting up or packing down, right?
Yep.
So you turn all your stuff off and all of a sudden they're like doing the Macarena behind you and you're like fumbling to get your gear back together. And then by the time you do, they're already gone. So excellent work.
They're like, so they're standing there going, watch how we can make these stupid motherfuckers just rush.
Exactly.
Welcome to Paranormal 101.
Right.
They will do shit when you're not set up.
Always. You'll sit there for months in the dark talking to yourself. And as soon as you turn off your camera, they're like, oh, hey, you want to talk now?
I'm already going home. What the hell?
So where are you going? What are you doing? Fill me in.
Oh my gosh.
Because I've been watching you go all over the place.
Yeah. So I just recently moved up. I was born and raised in Florida. And within the past almost 4 years ago now, I moved up to upstate New York. Yes, on purpose. Don't judge me. And
Upstate's okay. Upstate's
it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Yeah. And the reason why was because Florida, they're literally killing all the wild spaces, right? They're filling every possible nook and cranny with another apartment complex, and it just got too busy, too crazy. And of course the hurricanes and all that stuff. But it was just time to get back to the wild. So the other side of me is very nature oriented. I need to decompress someplace where I don't hear other people, because they're assholes. So I had a lot to learn growing up in Florida. I'm 38. So I had all of this entire life without any snow, without any, once in a while we'd get like a frost and it was exciting. So coming up here and trying to work all year was it's still a learning curve because, they don't really forecast things that well. Like in Florida, you have a thunderstorm and it's hot. Like that's it. So up here, you could literally go an hour down the road for an investigation and get snowed in and have no freaking way to get home. I'm learning. So yes, I am attempting to work all year. I'm getting better at it, but it's a learning curve. However, I've found, I don't know if it's because not that many people are out.
Our number one fan.
Hey, nice to see you. I don't know if all these crazy asses that stay home and I'm out in the weather, but I'm finding a lot of great evidence. The atmosphere, I'm sure I'm learning about this, but it's it's calm, it's quiet, it's clear, it's crisp. So I find that I'm getting a lot more EVPs. It could be all in my head. I don't know. I don't know if the ghosts also get cabin fever and they're like, oh my God, finally somebody to talk to. I don't know, but it's definitely something that I'm picking up and learning.
I'm thinking that the intelligent hauntings that we have, I think they do go through cabin fever. I think it's like, oh my God, somebody talked to.
Yes.
Or somebody to follow around, or some interest, something different than the everyday mundane life in the other world.
Exactly.
Right. And you talked a little bit about changing your locations. You know what I mean? You lived in Florida, now you're in upstate New York.
Right.
Yeah. Being on that part of the planet, being up north, different frequency, different vibrations, different everything.
You absolutely nailed it. Yes. Yes, you absolutely. It's literally a whole different animal.
Well, and that's all over the world. Any place you go, it's a different frequency. It's a different location. It's, you got ley lines that are worked in there. You've got all the
Florida literally is built on limestone. So that is one of the clearest pathways they talk about. But up here, we've got quartz and we've got all sorts of stuff that I'm learning about. Right. So and there's water everywhere, just like Florida, waterfalls and streams and stuff. So you add that all together and it's like, It's a paranormal soup, and I am digging it.
Right. Now, let me ask you something. Are you very fond of trees? Like green trees? Are you drawn to like wooded areas or?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, so like when you see a beautiful set of trees and like you're drawn to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of your strengths in that sense. So
I'm gonna say that you have druid background at
yeah.
some point.
So
at some point in
basically,
your history, you've got druid background.
yeah.
Like
So
me,
basically,
I've
that
got
is
druid
all.
background.
Yeah, part of the elements of the
Wow.
of the earth is trees are one of your strengths. Water is one of mine. You know what I mean? And
Wind
also,
is mine.
actually, all of them are.
Air is mine.
And, no, mine's fire and trees and. Yeah,
that's that caught me off. That's literally insane because. Okay, wow. So we bought this property because it's got 20 acres of hardwoods on it.
See?
And the house, it's a shithole of a house. I mean, I love it. It's an old camp. It's an old hunting camp. So I'm very much at home. My partner, not so much. You know, so you know, it's got its quirks, is what I call it. But we didn't buy it for the house.
You bought it for the land.
Yeah. So
right. So when I look at you, that's why I say that. I saw trees galore in your background. You know what I mean? I saw that, and it was like, those are you needed to move from Florida. You needed to be up there. You needed to kind of, you're moving along in your process of what the paranormal and other things that you're doing. Trees is key to you. So remember that. So in the future, you gotta just stick with the trees. And that, I mean, seriously, trees are life energy. You know what I mean? So if you're drawn to a certain tree, and I'll say it to anybody, hug that tree. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, just be attached to that, you know, and that's also a grounding and also a energy source.
Yeah, very big into grounding. And that is ridiculous that you just pulled that out. Okay, well.
Welcome to the free readings on the cemetery files.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen.
Yeah, sometimes things happen like that.
But I appreciate that.
But that information is good for you because it was I was supposed to make sure that you knew that.
Hey,
because evidently that you have something coming up in the next couple months or something that you're not too sure about.
How are you doing this, Jay? I thought we were supposed to be interviewing her, not reading her.
But yeah, I know. But it's just
I'm just drawn to her because she's nature oriented, just
right.
Like I.
But there's something that's coming up that you're not sure about.
Yes.
Okay, you want to talk a little bit about that because if it's something that you're not sure about, there's somebody that you're going to have to talk to or discuss it with, and then you're going to have an aha moment.
Oh my God.
Did you want to wear pants for this?
No. Oh my God. Where's my tree? I need a hug.
Yeah, right.
Woo. Yeah. Well,
we don't do this with every guest.
This is awesome. No, okay. Well, I've got nothing to hide. Yeah. So as everybody knows, the paranormal, especially making content and doing all this stuff, takes a huge chunk, not only out of your time, but your wallet.
Right.
And I've got myself in a situation where I'm coasting, but I'm not like I'm getting all of these opportunities. Said this. Thank you very much. But you know, I can't do what I feel like I need to do to get to the next level. And I don't know what that level is.
You can't justify it.
Right. So it's very hard to schedule things, as we were talking about next year. You know, I don't want
where the income's going to come from.
Right. I can't
in the same boat.
The proverbial dead horse. Right. So I'm at this point, like, do I stop where I am and coast with what I have and make content of what I already have? Do I continue to book things out? Like, all of these things are rolling in, like all of these beautiful and awesome opportunities that I'm like, I want to go and I feel like I need to be there, but like, is it?
You really don't have anything. You're creating that worry yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Everything
so when I said that there's somebody that you will talk to, you'll have that aha moment and be like, shit. I'm just saying. So I don't know when exactly that's going to, well, I kind of do, but I can't give everything away.
Oh my God, Jay, lay it on me, brother.
No, it'll probably be within the first.
I see spring.
Towards the first of the year.
Okay.
I see spring.
Okay.
An initial conversation, but you're still going to hold back. You have that personality of your character's part of it is, if I can't tangibly see it, I'm gonna worry about it. But you're overcoming that to the point where now it's kind of like you're just gonna throw shit on the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And much. that is, sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yep.
So.
Well, thank you for that.
Your reading today was brought to you by.
Yeah. By throwing shit.
By No Pants Incorporated.
No Pants Incorporated. That's maybe that's it. Maybe I make merch, No Pants Incorporated, and that gets me to the next level.
It was funny because it's funny because the fact that I wasn't really going to say this, but I was kind of feeling like crap, and I didn't really feel good, and I was like, maybe Kelly can do it solo and this and that. And my guide, which is one of my grandmother, she said,
she smacked you upside the head, didn't she?
She said you can't always cancel because you don't feel like doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I get it. And then I started to feel better, and then I kind of was like, okay, I'm fine. I've just been so exhausted lately. But evidently, she knew that I was supposed to be here because you needed to hear that. So that's how that works.
That is amazing. Thank you, Grandma. That is beautiful. I love that.
I got on another topic. I noticed one of your pictures. Remember the one I commented on? That was Glimmer Man.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Where'd you catch that at?
You know what? I have no freaking clue.
It just, you were looking through pictures and you found it?
Yes.
Wow. See,
yes.
I had an encounter with him back in like 2 years ago. 2 years ago? Yeah, somewhere in 2021. I was at my mailbox, and my dog, she considers herself the neighborhood greeter, and she wanted to go out and greet somebody. And I'm like, just a minute. And she was on back end legs going up. I gotta go. Yeah. And I looked up, and
Steven Seagal showed up. No.
This
I'm kidding.
It looks like the Predator cloaked. That's all I can say.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I
remember where I was. I was alone camping in a place called Whiskey Hollow amongst the trees.
Whiskey
Hollow. It's a, sorry to interrupt you, but it's a road here that it's got such a tragic history on this particular road alone that goes through this hardwood forest that the police actually shut it down at night to try and keep people out that are trying to do bad things back in these woods.
Wow.
But it goes all the way back to Revolutionary War, Civil War. There were some prisoners of war that were forgotten in a box, and they were deceased. And the wives found them, and then they were deceased because they were so heartbroken, and all the way to, cult things and just terrible, awful things that have happened. So, of course, everybody wants to go out and see it, and everybody wants to go out and see it at night, and not everybody has the best intentions of going places at night. And some people can't handle themselves because they're idiots, but for whatever reason, they shut the road down at night, and I had special permission to be there, and I was camping alone in this Whiskey Hollow area. I had permission from one of the owners of the land out there, and that's where that picture came from.
Wow.
So let me ask you, when are you going to do a documentary about it?
About Whiskey Hollow?
Whiskey Hollow, yeah.
Spring.
Okay. All right. Yeah, seriously. I mean that there's so much information there.
There's a lot.
And so many stories. You could, not only write a book about it, but you could explore it in that way and make it into a documentary, because people love documentaries about.
I know somebody that could do research for you.
So do I.
Well, let's go. Come on.
I just wanted. I've been tracking that whole thing. This is not talked about very often.
No, no, it's not.
It's a different kind of an entity, and I don't know what that is. Is it something from this earth? Is it an elemental? Is it an alien? What the heck is that thing?
I think you're more or less on the elemental aspect of it.
I wonder which one it is. Maybe it's an elemental we didn't know about.
No, because that would be really cool, because there's so many backstories to that property from what I'm seeing that you would have a field day. I'm surprised you didn't have a field day when you investigated it.
I did. Here's the thing. I lost my laptop crashed, and I lost all of my unedited footage since last spring. Boy, that keeps coming up a lot.
Do you still have a laptop?
I'm on it right now.
There are ways of getting the data off the laptop. There are programs, there are people, there's all kinds of different ways you can get that off. I would seriously, completely.
If you take anything from this conversation today, documentary is all I keep seeing. Documentary.
Okay. I like that.
Because the fact that place, like I said, there's so much history and information that people do not know. And that's what me and Kelly do. We tell the stories of the dead because, those stories aren't normally told. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your history of being an urban explorer and being a paranormal investigator, it would come easy to you. You know what I mean? All this stuff, you could easily just piece together this and come up and undercover all this. There's undercover information, stories that people don't know about that would make more sense to this place than it would if it was just normally told about.
That does make sense.
Why am I in medium mode today?
Why are you in medium mode?
I do not know.
Shake it off, dude. Shake it off.
I'm like,
shake it off.
Which is, I don't have any. I mean, wherever spirit wants me and they guide me to, that's where I'm at.
He's not done this before.
And it just comes out like, bleh.
Well, I'm here. I am catching it. I am picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. Yeah.
Every show's different. Here we are.
Yeah. Every show is different. And
this is awesome.
One of these things where evidently spirit wants me to give you messages. Okay.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, gosh. It's just crazy. No, and this is why we
What else can I conjure up for us to talk about that the spirits want to be told?
Oh my gosh. Is there a town close by to that place?
Yes.
Okay. Is that place, it's not very big.
No,
it's very small.
It's very small. And
there's some really, really weird stories that come out of there.
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. And I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's cryptids out there. There's paranormal out there.
There's a couple really weird stories, and I'm seeing like a family from way back when, a really weird family from way back when.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep seeing black and white photos, and this is like, wow. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I see like a path that has it might be a road. It's very, very flat. And then it dips down over a corner and it goes into like a small stream, and then it goes up straight up a hillside that has hardwood trees on it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the first corner when you take Whiskey Hollow. Okay.
And there's a man walking down that road.
Right on that.
Right
the man has been seen actually.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a man and a woman, both of them. And right on that corner is actually what they call the Witch's Cave. And there's a big, on where it goes straight up, there's a big rock formation. Of course, it's covered in graffiti and expletives and things like that. But the legend.
You can use the expletives.
I do. I don't hide anything from anybody.
Right. So that's, but I keep seeing the fact that this family and this guy kind of like holds that corner, like the corner of the town. You know what I mean? Like
he belongs on that corner.
Yeah,
there's
like
something.
This is our town, or this is
our
us.
place.
You know what I mean? Our place. You don't. Yeah.
He owned the farm that was on that corner.
Okay, so that's
that's what I'm seeing. So so that
fairly
would be somebody,
tall, fairly skinny,
very protective.
Very protective.
Very
yeah.
protective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing.
So that would be something to research too, but carefully.
Hey, Damien, we were just talking about you today.
Hey, buddy. Yes, we were. All sorts of nasty things.
And our friend Jamie Lynn. God bless her.
Yes. And we got Larry's on.
Jade, it's why we love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have, the support from the other paranormal field and stuff like that. I mean,
it's 1,000%.
Yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah. So that would be a next thing that you could probably reach because it's not that far. So
it's not. It's about 20 minutes from here.
Yep.
And
has that been something that's been on your mind?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yep.
Big time. I have done a few videos out there. They were mainly, it started out as paranormal, just going out there to see what was going on. And it has evolved into almost an obsession.
Wow.
Right. So that is why I see that. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you are doing that, if you treat it as it's just the beautifulness of this property, you know what I mean? So when you're not actually trying to catch something paranormal and you're just there to enjoy and to take pictures, whatever, that's probably more so when you will catch something instead of when your intent is because sometimes some of these spirits can connect and say, yeah, we know what you're trying to do here. But if you're kind of like, I'm just taking pictures.
Right.
And it's kind of like, yeah, I've ran into that before where I've just taken pictures just because I like it. And then you get something, it's like, what was that? You know what I mean? When you least expect it. Yeah. When you least expect it. So, yeah, you've got a lot on your plate, lady. And I commend you. Holy crap. I mean, I'm seeing a lot on your plate. So I thought I had a lot of shit on my plate. But
yeah.
Damn.
Now I've got a little bit of direction on what to eat next.
You do, yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, I see at least 2 projects out there. Once you do.
That'll be $25 an hour for the therapy.
You got it. You got it.
We got to fund it somehow.
Send me the link. I'll pay it. I don't care.
Right. So, yeah, when you do that, the first one, the second one is just follow suit. And you can kind of make it a trend. And that's one thing that with who you are.
The legend of Whiskey Hollow.
Yeah, that would be an awesome documentary.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Nobody's done it. Now I want to go in and research it.
You can. I mean, it's all there. It's all. It's not like a hush hush thing. You know, sometimes a lot of the local lore doesn't actually make it to a public place that you can, divulge in it. You really got to dig. But this, I mean, a lot of it is up out there. Of course, you've got to dig your way through what's true and what's not.
All I see is a bulb, like a light bulb. You know, it's like ding.
Okay.
Great idea. That. You know what I mean? And so I get little symbolization like that, even though it could be really simple, because I have a simple brain. So.
No, I'll tell you, I've been in the dark. I'll take it.
Would you please come up with the lottery numbers?
Yeah. No, that doesn't work that way.
Damn it.
Well,
and I tell everybody. I tell everybody this too. Yeah, I tell everybody. I say everybody says I will and win the lottery. I'm like, that's too easy. Get over it.
Yeah, or give me a love spell. I'm like, no.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
No, I mean, it's just. I personally, if I somehow had it, I'll buy a lottery ticket every once in a while, not to win the lottery, but maybe some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really don't even hardly play it. But if somebody says, "What if you won?" I'm like, I give it away.
I would become a philanthropist.
There we go. Philanthropist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. I would fund projects. I would do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that would be, fun something
that would be after I bought my house in the woods.
Yes.
And be neighbors with Richelle. And,
come on up. Plenty of room. Lots of trees.
We could talk about trees.
Yeah, got plenty.
Well, after a while you start naming the trees.
Yeah.
Or you recognize the trees.
I do recognize them.
When I would travel back and forth between California and Oregon, I knew the trees all along the way. I knew how far I was because of the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that tree. Cool.
Yeah. Stay close with the trees. That is one of your biggest energy sources right there.
I love that. That'll
fuel you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to losing Grandpa Tree in my front yard. Grandpa Tree's been there for a very, very long time, and Grandpa Tree's he's getting up there.
Yeah.
So, but what else is on your day?
Good and lots.
What did you do this weekend? What did you do?
Well, actually, this weekend stayed sort of close to home. We've got we had some very chilly weather come in, and we had a little bit of snow. Nothing stuck, but I live on a farm. I have a farm as well. Out here.
Good.
So do some homesteading and stuff like that. So I had a lot of projects that I've sort of been putting off, trying to do other things, but there are things that you have to get done before the snow flies up here, because once it snows too much, you can't really do anything. So I'm trying to get that done. Chickens, guineas, goats, trying to get them all set. So it was mainly
giraffes.
Yeah.
Do you have a tractor?
Actually. I used to work with giraffes.
I know you did. I wanted to hear about that.
I do have a tractor. Yes.
Okay. A big old one?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, it's a 1964 Massey Ferguson something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
See this tractor. I just see this tractor sitting there. But you have plans for it? Like, are you going to make it a plow, like a snow plow tractor?
Yeah.
Or something?
Something.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That would be.
I'll see y'all later. It's now Jay's being a medium show.
No, I just came into my mind, and I'm like, and it would be awesome for you because it's going to snow a lot up there.
Yeah.
Turn that into a like some type of snow plow, and you guys should be.
All you have to do is put
a bottom blade on it.
Yeah,
or a blade on front.
Yeah.
It's got a big bucket on the front of it and snow chains. I just put snow chains on it. So
that works.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. You just need to get it updated.
Rachel's Rescue Company. There you go.
Perfect.
Rochelle's Rescue Company. Yeah.
That's perfect.
You can go out with the snow chains and pull people through the snow.
Oh, Floridian pulling New Yorkers out of the snow.
There's something important. There's a story behind that tractor. So.
Oh, jeez.
There is a story. I'm not telling you anything you already know, right?
Bye, Jamie Lynn. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, Jamie.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah, there is a story.
Actually, I know nothing about it. We got it with the house.
That's what I'm saying. There's a story with that.
I believe you.
Because when I see it sitting there, that it was there before.
Ditto, Jamie Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
It was.
It's sitting on the side of a barn or sitting on the side of a building.
Shed kind of thing.
A shed red building. Yeah.
It's in a red freaking lean-to. You're freaking me out right now.
I saw red. I did see red, but I didn't know if it was the. I didn't know if it was
I will do the pictures.
Did you?
As soon as we're done, I will
just
send
right
you
on the
pictures.
side. Let me see what else. There's a behind the tree or behind the barn. There's a big, huge tree.
There is
a big, huge freaking tree.
It's the biggest one we have on the property.
Yes, it's fucking huge.
It is fucking huge.
Yep. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yep. That's called. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, evidently, my remote viewing is in check today.
These must be from your neck of the wood.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Cedar
Don't you
Park,
do something
Texas?
Don't you do something out of Texas every year?
I just got back from Texas actually.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Evidently, there was a reason why I was here and you were here, and to give you messages, because attached to that tractor and the property is an old guy.
Yeah.
And he looks like a caretaker.
He is.
Okay. And,
Jesus, Jay. This is different for us.
Yeah.
This is totally different.
So this guy loves that tractor.
Yeah.
And
are you getting EVPs out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because the fact that
I can hear him talking.
But he just wants the property taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you take care of the property, you're free to do what you want here. Just take care of the property.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever cut that tree down.
Oh no, that tree's staying.
Yeah, right. But what I'm getting to is that there's a few things that you need to tinker with that tractor to make it to where it would last longer.
To winterize it.
Yeah, it's not quite ready to go. It's sitting there as a ornament right now, but it will.
If you don't do something with it, it will die.
Yeah.
It needs a new battery. On top of a few other things, I had it running in the summertime. And it all was fine, but it has sat since then. And those old tractors, they'll run forever if you keep up with them. As you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Aww. What was that comment? That was an interesting comment. That one's not me.
Not me.
Oh, okay. Well, hello to the wife of NSPS TV.
Hello.
There we go.
So yeah.
Interesting.
So I mean, I could probably go on and on.
It's your show now, Jay.
Right? No,
you opened up the door. We've gone on half an hour
the property
now.
itself. Is there another barn on that property?
Yes.
Okay, there's one there's one like this way, and then there's one like.
Oh my God.
Facing the other way.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Is the
are you
second one's made out of barn?
It's a bigger one, so are you putting horses in there?
The second one's made out of barnwood, right?
No, the second one, well, half of it. So there's a big red metal garage. He had RVs and stuff in there. And then attached to that is old barnwood, part of the original part of the barn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
No horses. I've got goats. Eventually, I'd like to have
horses.
I
mean, you want to be able to put horses in that's the biggest building.
It is the biggest building. And yes, I do want to. Oh my God almighty. What is happening right now? Okay.
I'm just going to sit and drink my tea.
Yeah. Just expose it all. Let's go.
Wow. Yeah. So, I mean,
I see next summer being big too.
Yeah. Is there a fence that goes around that barn, that big barn? Is it a old wooden fence?
No.
It's
Aha! Gotcha! Finally!
No. I'm just seeing it. It looks like a wooden fence, like it goes around the other side.
Are you going into the past?
Maybe, but I mean, it just looks like it was one of those kind of like.
I'm like the Jay Rudder.
Yeah, right.
I like that. Yeah.
No, I see. Like where you would base. Oh wait, no wait. Where you would put a fence along the side of that other building where you would keep your goats, whatever else. And that you would, so maybe that's what I was seeing.
I mean, there's a goat fence, but it's not wood.
But because of the fact that you would probably want to make it wood just because of the fact that you don't want to lose your goats.
Correct. And if I have horses, it will have to be wood.
It would have to be wood, yeah.
Yes. So it's something to think about.
There you go. It all comes right back around.
Maybe you're seeing the future there.
Maybe glimpses of
something.
But that's why I said that when I was on that track of you want horses, and then that followed with this fence, and that it's got to be thick wood, slotted.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now.
You know what I mean? It's just
it does. I
see it.
Yeah, they kind of look like railroad ties, but they're not that big.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called a. Can't remember the name of that fence. There is a name for that fence. Yeah. I've always wanted a fence that has the wire. You have like the frame, and then you have the wire in the middle of it. That's the kind of fence I've always wanted.
Yeah, it's perfect, especially for dogs.
Yeah,
especially oh my God, your dog is gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's left the bedroom.
Diamond's a character.
She is.
She's like, I'm done
She's
with you.
She's a brat. She is a brat today.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, it's.
So how else are you?
So do you have kind of a long driveway?
I have a very long driveway. Yes.
Very long driveway. Yeah. You've got trees that line up one side.
Yeah.
Only, not on the other side. Oh. Fuck.
Yeah, so along the front of the frontage of the road, because we wanted to be a hermit. So it's back off the road. So it's about, I don't know how long it is. I'm terrible with measurements, but it's a good jaunt. Takes about 2 minutes to get down the driveway, and then it curves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait. We've been very fortunate so far. Well, I have a Jeep, so that helps.
Oh, that helps. You're good with that.
Put it in 4 and floor it. You're good.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I used to have an Xterra, and it was like, okay, what tree would you like me to climb?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have another car
besides the Jeep? Right now, I do, but it's not ours.
Okay.
And we moved up here. We had an F-150, but it wasn't 4x4, so that had to go bye-bye real quick.
Right.
That won't do. Florida trucks
so
don't make it up here.
Right. So you're way up north in the New York
Yep,
area.
right on Lake Ontario.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So not too far from there, I guess there is a battlefield.
There's a few. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's like northeast, I think it is, from you. That's another good place to probably get EVPs. There's a lot of different there's a couple small graveyards up there.
There is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm kind of just looking above and just trying to see.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so that's another good place to go and check out. But there's also some young soldiers that have perished on there that you might run into.
Okay.
So just heads up. But
okay.
But yeah, but you have some. You're in the sticks, and I'm just going to tell you, there's some different people out there.
Well, here in Tennessee, you just don't go up any driveway.
Right.
You're likely to get shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm done. I'm not.
Are you done? Are you really done? Are you seriously done?
No, I'm done. I'm not.
Because you're freaking me out now too. Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah,
That's
of course he shares the pictures with me, and I'm like,
Yeah. And I'll send you the physical pictures, Kelly, so you can see them. Like you guys are spot on.
I keep 100%. Seeing but I have to do. Yeah, I do keep seeing. It looks like an old Chevy car.
There's maybe out in the woods. I'm seeing it out in the woods.
It's out in the woods or something like that. It looks like a Chevy Malibu or something like that.
No, it's not a Chevy Malibu. It's older than that.
It looks like it, but I see the Chevy emblem on it.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's somewhere out there.
I haven't explored all 20 acres of these hardwoods yet. In spring and summer, and well into now, this place is covered in poison ivy, and I'm highly allergic. So I have to get out there with a short little window.
Or somebody owns one like that may come and visit you, or somebody. So if you see that,
I see it parked in the woods.
You know, it could be parked in the woods. But I kept seeing that. You know what I mean? I was kind of looking around the whole property.
Okay.
But you have you have a porch?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay. No,
most
I mean
houses do.
Like no, not like this. You have
okay. You go.
You've got stairs. Like do you have railings too? And then you've got, and it's not really an enclosed porch, but it kind of is.
Yeah, they sold it to us as a 4-season. It's not a 4-season at all.
Okay.
Wow.
It's totally just out in the elements, but it's got windows on it. So
yeah.
So with stairs on both sides going up to it.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it?
Oh,
are you going to improve it, or are you going to build something else, or
no? Eventually, right now it's just storing our wood for the fire to keep us alive during the winter, and it's just sort of like a mudroom catch-all. I mean, it runs the length of the house. It's long. Front. It's the front of the house, but it's just sort of a pass-through right now. Holds our boots and stuff. Mudroom or whatever they call it up here.
Mudrooms.
Right. But I mean, having that long of a porch and the railing and all that stuff, I mean, it's just you'll probably think of some decent ideas to do with that.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll just be you get a different view of your property.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So once you figure out, we could do this, or we could do this. And then once you get it done, then you'll look at it and be like, oh, I didn't look at it that way.
Maybe a sleeping porch in the summertime.
Yeah, something. I mean, anything.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I would love to have a sleeping porch.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, just nice. Going out and just hearing the crickets and the animals and everything at night. It's so...
You got some beautiful trees on that property.
I do. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
I do.
I mean, just
in
front of the house.
I'm seeing a lot of aspens.
Yeah, inside the house. I mean, everything fits.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so it's 20 acres, and where the house sits, there's about 5 cleared acres, and the rest of it is just all hardwoods.
Nice.
We've got pine, of course, maple. There's maple taps out here. They're making their own maple syrup. Our gentleman who loves the land so much left all that equipment, and
that'll be fun.
Yeah. Everywhere you look, it's just beautiful.
That'll be really fun to make
you're right where you're supposed to be. You're in a good spot.
Mm-hmm. You're where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is good to know.
I don't think you're going to leave.
No.
Really?
At least not spiritually. You won't leave.
Okay.
You might remain on that property after your physical body goes.
Okay.
Right.
That might be your place.
Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna go set up some traps then. That's perfect.
Yeah, right.
And you could probably have you said you did some EVPs, right? On your property? Okay, yes. So have you gotten anything in the big barn?
Yeah, I have actually.
Set up. I don't. You
got a camera that'll go out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd set up a camera.
Set up a camera. Probably from, what was it? Face west.
It's from the entry going back into
Yes.
Yep. It's the entry of the barn going back into the barn because it's going to be on the back side of it. It's going to be kind of like that direction from the front.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's where his office was.
That was what?
That's where his office was.
Yeah.
It still is.
So you'll want to put it there. So you'll probably get something on there.
I blame Jay for this.
This is crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, when Jay tapped me, he says, "Oh no, you're a medium too," and I'm like,
I love it. That's exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly right.
But when I get with him, I get the images he sees, and he some stuff that I see, and we didn't know that this was going to ever be something that we did together, and we can do it. It's so much fun doing it together.
That's awesome. That's a beautiful thing.
It is.
He's annoying.
Yeah. And she's a pistol. So. Yeah.
And come on.
But besides the reading, which I wasn't really planning on doing, it just comes out. Yeah. But evidently, you need to hear that because there were different things that you could do that could not ramp up, but accentuate. Yeah,
accentuate
the situation of where you live. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
There's a story behind the tractor. You want to get that. Try to research that somehow if you can. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And there's other things on the property that there's stories everywhere. But with you, it's almost like they waited for you. Like, okay, she's finally here now. Now we can tell our stories.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
I actually said that the first week I was here. That's word for word.
Wow.
That's okay. Wow.
And there's a woman in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I'm also seeing a kid from way back.
Yeah, he doesn't belong to either the man or the woman.
It's a kid.
He's different.
Yeah, from something, and I don't know what that is.
I don't know if he belongs in the house or he just ended up there.
Right.
Interesting.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you might want to research that.
Okay.
But yeah. I haven't gone into your house. I've always been on the outside because I'm just enthralled with all the trees and everything. You know what I mean?
It's a beautiful place.
It is.
It is.
Yeah. It is. But yeah, the tractor was really the one that stood out.
That's
interesting.
I don't know why. I will try and figure that out.
Well, probably because he loved that tractor.
Probably. Right, I actually tried to sell it last year, and
don't sell
every single one fell through.
There's a reason for that.
I was not wholeheartedly into selling the tractor. Something came around. We needed extra cash. We had somebody that was interested. He fell through. His friend fell through. His father fell through. By the third one, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm keeping it. That's it. And that's when I got it running. I had it running around the farm, doing some stuff and running it every day. And it's weird, but the tractor was happy. I know it was. Yeah. And then it's been sitting not too long, but it's been sitting long enough that now I need a new battery and all that. But yeah.
You want a donkey?
Oh Lord Almighty!
Do you seriously want a donkey?
Excuse me. We were talking about having miniature donkeys here.
Yeah,
actually.
I see this donkey standing there going, eeyaw.
Yeah. Well, they're great livestock guardians. That's the thing.
Right, they are.
I understand. I just was like, you really want to?
Excuse me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know about that one yet.
On the way back from, we went to the historic Scott County Jail this weekend.
I love that place.
We didn't have any personal experiences.
What?
None.
Really?
None. So I'm wondering if it's all in the evidence. I wonder if it's going to be an evidential one.
It might.
Driving back from there, I purposely took the same road that I took there because it was just gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And I saw a herd of cows. Yeah. And in between all the cows were these goats. The big, huge white Nubian goats. And everybody was all together. It's like, okay, the sun's out. We can get our bodies up now. And the goats were touching the cows were touching the goats with their noses, and it was I've never seen cows and goats like that together. That's where it was just they were all a family. Yeah, it was gorgeous. Just a beautiful sight.
I believe it, and everything up there is just gorgeous anyway.
So you said that you were going to have you're having chickens too, I'm assuming.
I do. I've got chickens and guineas and farm cats.
Okay, so I mean, like chickens, you're gonna sell eggs or?
Well, I was tossing around the idea. Yeah.
Don't just do.
Yeah. Okay. Just do. Yeah. Just set up a little farm stand down at the end of the road.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because the fact that there are people around, around that appreciate that.
Yeah.
You would be a good neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually just started building one this summer, so let's.
Oh wow. And I'm getting. You need help with hay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our goats eat a lot. They're fat.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. You need help with hay.
Right.
We actually, our neighbor just said that he would deliver us hay. We wouldn't have to go get it. So that I did need help with hay, but that just got resolved.
Good.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because they're going to eat a lot of hay.
Yes, they do. Spoiled rotten.
Right. And the only thing that I would say was since you've been doing this and organizing your animal family and your housing, your family, everything around the house, put everything in perspective.
It's your family.
And put everything into a correct spot to follow out, you know what I mean? So that you follow that line so that one's not taking too much from another. You understand what I'm saying? So you need that balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and that is kind of, and like your partner probably is also a kind of like an even what am I looking for? Like somebody who kind of like compliments you in that way, but you're like when you kind of think too much of something, she's like kind of brings you back down to where you're going. You know what I mean? Like, oh wait, let's do this instead of this. Does that make sense?
It does. It's a little bit reversed though.
Is it?
Oh, you take care of the overthinking on that side.
Yeah. Like she's all of the ideas and sometimes goes way out of league, goes way too far.
Oh, she's like me.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
And then because I've got a little more experience with the zookeeping and the farming my entire life.
Okay, so that's where I got it flipped. Okay, because that's kind of what I saw, that organization and that and everything goes in its perspective spot.
Yeah.
As long as you keep that, then you're golden.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah. You'll be fine. So does your partner ghost hunt too? Is she a paranormal investigator?
Absolutely not.
Oh, wow.
No.
It's a mixed marriage.
It totally is. No, not at all. Like she's been filming with me and she enjoys it, but when it comes down to it, she's like, there you go, have a good time. And that's okay. You know, it works out well because I have investigated on my own this entire time. It's only recently, in fact, since I moved up here that I actually started collabing with other people and joining other investigations and doing things with other people. So I've always just worked better on my own. But now I'm sort of seeing the flip side where it's good to bounce that evidence that you're catching off the people that are with you. So and I'm like, I've been missing this the whole time.
And it's like, did you see that? Did you hear that? Did you? Yeah, that's
So I will tell you that I'm supposed to tell you this too, is that you have to be very careful when you're doing it alone. You're in a different part of the world right now, and things and frequencies are different. And so you have to be very careful who you run into, who you investigate with, use your intuition, and you'll be fine. So if you feel like, like say you walk into a building and you know it's on fire, don't go in there. You know what I mean? Same way with your intuition and seeing somebody. If it feels like a fire dumpster, don't. And you'll know right away.
Okay.
Because
and that's dumpster fire, by the way, not fire dumpster.
Fire
dumpster fire.
Fire dumpster. Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
So, well, that was awesome.
That was amazing.
She's gone now, right? Grandma went away, right?
No, I think that was just, I don't know. I just got my words crossed.
No. I mean, you've.
Oh no, she never leaves me. She's always there.
Oh, okay, but she's done with Richelle, right?
Yeah. As far as I know.
Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah. Yeah. She can go back to looking at her magazine.
So, what are you going to do next? What's your next adventure?
Well, I've got some clarity now, so I'm going to rewrite all of my priorities and jump on that. Actually,
Whiskey Creek.
Not even Whiskey Hollow.
Whiskey Hollow.
Yeah.
I am.
Or as they say down here in Tennessee, holler.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Holler.
Yes.
I just can't emphasize enough. Just when you're in that area, just be careful.
Yeah.
And be aware. Be very aware.
Yeah, there's a reason they shut that down at night, and
yeah,
it's not something I've never been a real large risk taker anyway. Okay. I can literally stand across the street where it's safe and get the same interactions and conversation that I would being, in the deep of it, usually. But when you don't have that visual, that's where you got to tell the story to your audience.
Right.
And they're not going to want to see it from like the Taco Bell parking lot,
Right.
Taco Bell I'm just saying you got to get the shots anyway. So I'm working on
Taco Bell parking lot.
I'm working on being able to fly the drone out there to get some drone footage, which would be really nice. Especially of that one corner that gentleman's protective over. It's still a farm. It's still an operational farm per se. But it's been laden with all of these mishaps and things that are going on and things that are going wrong. And they haven't been able to keep a family in that place since he was there. So
right.
I think things may have settled down. There is a new family there, so I'd be interested to get that story.
That's only the calm before the storm.
I was afraid of that.
Usually happens that way.
I was afraid of that.
No.
Now, do you have a guy friend that you hang out with?
I do, yeah.
Okay, kind of a bigger guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't looked at your Facebook page, by the way.
I haven't.
He's like, who are we interviewing today? So he hasn't researched you at all.
I believe he hasn't been to my house either and looked at all the stuff that he did. So
right. So when you go to that corner or something, if he's with you, that's way better. Okay. You're good friends with them. You do stuff with them every once in a while, or is it more or less
about once a month generally?
Yeah, okay. Tap him a little bit more.
Okay.
Kind of build that a little bit up a little bit more, so that is a level of protection spiritually for you and physically, because I'm sensing his energy is pretty intense. So when another spirit can interact with him, they'll see who he is in that sense and be like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is kind of like, I would say, like your spiritual bodyguard. The best way to describe it.
Oh, dang. Okay. I will absolutely use the shit out of him then.
Yeah. So, I mean, and you guys are connected somehow. I don't know how, but you guys you feel like you've known each other for a while. I mean, like forever. Like, he's just such a cool guy, So there's a reason for that. And when people come into people's lives like that whole thing, there's a reason why. Okay. And it's usually something that's in the past or something that's happened on a different level.
There are no coincidences.
There are no coincidences. You know what I mean? So So it's just basically that is the best advice I can get, especially on that corner. He's got to be with you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Don't do it by yourself.
Okay.
Because of the fact that guy on the corner that walks back and forth watching over the property is, and my favorite word of the day, an unsavory
I like that
character.
Unsavory.
Unsavory character. Yeah. So yeah.
I think he's looking for something too.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but so
I am not. I won't. I could see him, and I could see the energy and all, and the story basically. But I'm not coming down to that level because that's too much energy. I do not need to spend. Mm-hmm. But for your sake, yeah, be careful when I tell you that that guy that's with you is going to be a very big help for you.
Okay. I love that.
Well. That should conclude our reading of Richelle today. Would you sage yourself? Damn it!
Oh, Jesus! Wow.
Yeah, every show is completely different, and we go by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, and I told you that in the beginning that it's no holes, no bars. It is what it is.
I am super appreciative, except for the fact that I came in here coasting and thinking I had the rest of the day off, and now I have to fucking work. So thanks for that. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff on my plate.
Shop.
No rest for the wicked.
Good night.
Yeah, right.
Full plate.
Right. No, and having that connection because of the fact that there's something going on between the energies when we have everybody here. Mm-hmm. And so the energy is there. So I was just riding the energy wave and just taking wherever the messages were. So Thank you. But yeah, we'll eventually have to visit you.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go to New York. Not New York, New York. I have no desire to visit a big city.
So where exactly are you?
I am right on Lake Ontario, sort of in the middle of Syracuse and Buffalo. Mm-hmm.
What's the town called?
It's called Red Creek.
Red Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Red Creek. New York.
New York, yeah.
I'll do some research for you and see if I can come up with anything weird.
I mean, everything up here is weird.
I told you, it'll take you a little bit. It'll take you a little bit for the frequency and everything and the energy to kind of mesh more so with you.
That's a great way to explain it because I sort of knew I could walk around Florida with my eyes closed and know what I was going into. And then up here, you're literally, at the library. Well, I don't go to the library, but at a grocery store, and you turn around and it's just there's an asylum across the street, and there's they're everywhere. Like the history up here is insane.
Right.
Oh wow.
Everything is I know everything is old everywhere, but everything, all the history up. Oh my God.
It's wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Right. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So on that note, we want to thank our guest, Richelle. Thank you for being the guinea pig.
It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure.
I mean, seriously, this was good. I mean, like I said, anything happens. I mean, sometimes it does, and this has never truly really happened to me. I mean, I've given
He's never done it here.
Wow.
I've given readings on my other show and stuff like that with people intermittently. I usually kind of just go with the flow of the show, but this was all about you and your property and your investigations in a roundabout way, and the love of the trees and all the whole 9 yards. If you sum it all up, I mean, it's kind of like I just kind of gave you an idea of.
I can sum it all up.
Okay.
It's home.
Yeah. And you've got plans. I mean, you didn't quite know how to get from point A to point B, but you do now.
I do now. And the other part that I didn't tell you, which is also freaking me out, is I've always had a very strong rule about putting out anything into the public of what I investigate here on the property. And I don't go around feeding the chickens talking to ghosts.
You're not.
That's not how it goes. Mm-hmm. But now I'm getting the sense that I'm a little more intrigued that I should be putting up cameras and recording what's going on.
Right.
I almost got the feeling when I first moved here that he didn't approve. And now he sort of does. And
he does. Oh.
And before I talked to you, I was sort of getting the feeling like, okay, I've settled in. He sees that I'm taking care of the property, which is blowing my mind. And it's sort of giving in to the fact, like, he is talking more. He is making himself known more. He is playing with the animals more. Like, he loves to turn off my electric fence. He does it all the time. I know he does.
He's got ideas for you.
Yeah.
If you let him, he may start telling you what to do and how to do it.
Some key words
that may happen
some key
at some
things
point.
that you might, I need to do that. Oh, that's a great idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's happened, but I mean, it just depends. That's why I set up that camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, you can, where his office was, is there a desk that's still there? Or is it's empty?
No, I still have his old desk there. I didn't have the heart to move it out.
Okay.
Don't move it out. Don't
move
it out.
No.
It's a big, heavy. I'm going to send you pictures, Kelly. You stay on your phone because
we'll post them on the
the
cemetery
files.
My mind.
Wait till you see this desk.
So
I can't even believe
write on a piece of paper.
Okay.
What your intentions are for the
and
property.
Put it on the desk.
And put it on the desk.
With a rock on it so that he can read it. Because we've come to find that spirits may be able to read a paper a little bit easier than hearing us communicate. And they can read that at their leisure.
Right.
When they have enough energy to do that.
They can see that. You know what I mean?
We're testing that one out.
Yeah, we've been testing
any messages you have for him, leave them on a piece of paper.
Leave them, and
on
you
the
can
desk.
leave as many as you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want them to do something, say, hey, you know what? Let me know that you got this message. Open a drawer, or can you open the drawer? Let me know that you get this message or whatever.
I see. Do you have like the little tiny daisies that grow out there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see at some point a little tiny daisy being left on the desk.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but all I saw was a note with the rock and the daisy.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you get that, then that's his approval.
Okay.
This guy's got some sadness to him, and I can sense that too. But just like you're supportive to everybody else in the paranormal field, you can be supportive to people who are deceased.
Oh, 1,000. That's
what I mean. So
1,000%. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Leave him little notes.
Okay.
It's his property. You're just living in it.
Do we know what his name is?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to tell me what it is?
I don't do. I've done names. I've done names a couple of times, but I'm getting it. It's either a D or a G.
I got a G.
Well, his last name.
Okay.
G.
Last name was G.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I got.
The first name, I don't get the first name, and I don't have it. All I see is a D.
He wrote it on the wall, and I'll take a picture of that and send it to you.
Oh, sweet! Yes. Yay!
Yeah,
cool.
He
I can't
everything he did, he signed. So like when he laid concrete, he signed the concrete. When he put in the wood stove, he signed the wood stove. When he did, he carved his initials in the It's insane how much he loved this place.
Is it an R?
No. Well, let me take that back because this was the name that he was in the military. So this was his military name. I'm not entirely sure of his real first name. So let me not speak on that because I've got the paperwork in the closet, but everything is signed on by his military, just a pet name.
Okay.
And I'll send a picture. Well, it's Hank. Everything is signed Hank. Hank this, Hank that, da-da-da-da-da. I know his last name started with a G, but I don't remember off the top of my head what his first name was.
He didn't do the little cartoon with the guy with the nose sticking over and it's like the line and the guy with the nose sticking over and the hands beside. He didn't do that cartoon, did he?
No.
Ah, crap.
He did the incognito with the mustache.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What the
There was a cartoon.
Yeah.
He also liked to be a hermit on this land. So it was sort of like, I'm watching you, and it sort of freaked us out at first, but I'm like, no, it wasn't, it's just, this is where he was, and still is.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So write him notes.
Okay.
Tell him, if you've got a problem, write him a note.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do with this fence or the barn or this part, whatever.
Okay.
Interaction with them, that might be something where you could also write a story on.
Yeah. If you've already seen him, if you've already experienced him, I think he wants to help.
Yeah. It's a lot more
as
recently.
much as he wants.
This past year has been completely different than the first year. The first year was hard, and now it's like, okay, he knows that we mean business, and we're not here to change everything and rip the forest out and tear the house down, and it's a very scary thing to have to leave someplace. I'm not sure if he I'm not sure if he died here or not, but he's definitely come back. So
yeah.
So
wow, that's just interesting.
Yeah, super
cool.
So
you can totally, like I said, notes are good. I did a note test when we were at a Paracon. I wrote on a piece of paper. I had my spirit box downstairs in the basement of this place we did a Paracon. And I wrote on there how many spirits are here. And I had my spirit box on. And clear as day, it said 6.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
It's an interesting theory.
It's an interesting theory. I just thought I would. I'm a believer in that. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I like that. I'm excited to test it out right along with you.
Cool. Sweet. All right. Yeah. All right. Now we really have to close it out.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to thank everybody, and we want to thank everybody for listening. We want to thank
Richelle
here,
thank you so much,
and your property, and we want to thank Kelly Schaefer, and
thank you,
I'm
Kelly.
thanking myself.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah. It's been an interesting hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
So
this is awesome.
This was great. This is one of our best shows that we've had.
Yeah.
All our shows are good, but this has been a really
this has been really very interesting.
I love that. I'm so happy to be a part of it. And I need to get you guys on the show too. Get you on my show.
Yeah. We'd be happy to come on board.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So tell everybody where they can find you so that they can, follow you and exhort and all that stuff.
Right. In the woods. No, I do have a YouTube channel, and it's just Richelle G. I know it's super original, but when I created it, that's what I did. So it's just Richelle G on YouTube. And I do mainly by myself, except for up here, paranormal investigations, urban exploring once in a while, and things like that. But just the socials are all the same thing. It's just at Richelle G. And you'll just see my face on it. But we've got an excellent, much like yours, we've got an excellent following. The subscribers are awesome. It's very much out of love, light, and respect. And we have a good time. We like to have fun with it and do different things, much like you're doing. So I love that. I love all these new ideas. So
one of these days I will hug you.
Yeah, it's going to be soon. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm going to be there in March. I'll track you down. I don't care.
Yeah, come on over. We can sit and drink some moonshine.
Yes, I'm down. Let's go.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week. Wow.
I'm not out yet.
You're not out yet.
No.